Hi guys, how you doing? Hope you're still being savvy with your money. Welcome to the Savvy Money Show. If you enjoy any of tonight's entertainment, please hit the like button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not? And please hit the subscribe button. This is just going over some news. I don't know if you were tuning in when I mentioned a couple of weeks ago when I first started how Grubhub was a buy and was ripe for a takeover target. Also mentioned on a couple of other people's threads who I am subscribed to, and basically Uber, and I actually said I sold my Uber shares to go into Grubhub. Uber have gone and approached Grubhub for a takeover offer. Now, this doesn't mean that they are going to take them over. It just means they've approached them to find out what they would like to do, if there's any chance of a takeover. Now, hopefully it will go through. I can see it as making sense. Uber have got rid of a lot of their bikes. Messenger, their ride sharing isn't profitable. Their Uber Eats isn't profitable enough for them at the moment because the rest of it is kind of dragging it down. Whereas Grubhub has been profitable. They can bring it in straight away. It's worth the money. It's worth more per share than Uber, and they are talking about paying for it with stock instead of cash, so it frees up more cash for Uber. Now, I'm just trying to think offhand how much stock Uber has, because if you remember when I was talking about Google or Alphabet, then I said another reason I came out of Uber was because when people were mentioning their self-driving program, I said how a high-ranking executive in Uber was found to have stolen secrets from Google's program when he worked there, and as a result they had to give $72 million worth of shares to Google and cease that particular program and not use any of that information and start over again, which cost them a huge amount of money. Now they're going to use stock again to take over Grubhub, and you can see Uber's price is half of Grubhub. I mean, how diluted can Uber get? I'm just trying to think. Grubhub had a high of $80 a share, and once people hear this news, it's going to go up again. With a 30% increase on that. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets to like 120, 150 share, if not more. And if that's in stock, I mean, Uber's share price has gone up 5% today on this news, but I think this will be more one for the Grubhub shareholders and the Uber. I think it makes sense for Uber, but I think the Uber shareholders will be scratching their heads wondering how many times they're going to be diluted and how patient they can be for a company which technically has not been profitable, does not look to be profitable. And, you know, at least with Tesla, there's a reasoning behind it. With Uber, you know, it's just setback after setback. Anyway, I hope you went on my information and piled into Grubhub when I told you a couple of weeks ago. It wasn't the only thing I mentioned. I mentioned a number of other shares. Since then, some of the stock has gone up on some of the tips I've given of the companies I was going into. Have increased 25-30%. Some have gone up more. And don't forget, although we go in them for the long term, we don't hold them for the long term. Once we hit our price point, we come out of them. You know, with Grubhub, as I said, they may not take them over, so we stay in them until we hit we can either stay in them until we hit our price point, or we can wait for the takeover, or we can do a 50-50 split. It's up to you. I've done that with one of my other shares. It went up so much that took out my original investment, and everything else in there is just whatever happens to it. Hasn't cost me anything, and if it keeps going up, great. If it doesn't, if it goes back down again, I'll buy back in at a lower price. Anyway, that's all from me this evening. I hope you hit the like and the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you have, I appreciate it. If you're looking for a free trading app to buy Grubhub on, or sell it, or Uber, and please look in the description below. I have 3 separate apps that you can use. There's Freetrade that only needs a £1 deposit in order to get 100 share up to $100. £100. Trading 212, and that will require a bit more deposit. I think it's £100. And you have Stake, which you will spin the wheel, and it's a share up to $200. But any UK money is instantly converted into dollars, because it has over 3,500 US stocks, one of the largest US stock trading apps that can be used in the UK or Australia. And that's all from me for this evening. Stay safe, stay investing, stay savvy. Bye.